Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Bleach Chapter 558 review. Now, before I get started, obviously today's Thursday. The chapters did come out yesterday, Wednesday, and I couldn't do the chapters then because I had two exams. I had an exam Wednesday night and I had an exam Thursday morning. And those, of course, are priority. Now, I informed you guys via Facebook fan page and via Twitter. So if you guys don't know, now you know. And if you want to know, then you guys can simply go down in the description box below. The Twitter and the fan page are right there. They're always there. In all my videos, they're all there. Both of them are there. Twitter, fan page. So you guys can be notified if any sudden changes occur in my schedule. As to where I can't do a review or a video, that kind of stuff. So, let me focus on the chapter, once again, Bleach Chapter 558. First of all, Komamura. For 3 chapters, you were nasty. For 3 chapters, about, per se. Yeah, 2, 3, 3. Let's raise it. Let's, round it up. 3 chapters. You were beastly. He was immortal. He was Aizen level. Aizen Sosuke level. And what happens? After 3 chapters, Falcor Grandpappy. It's time. What? Oh, come on. He only took out 1 Star Knight. Now, you would think that this ritual, this metamorphosis, would actually be sustainable for a longer period of time, for a significantly longer period of time, but not for just 1 fight. I mean, now let's just say that this fight somehow took like 30 minutes. Come on. My thing here is that Kubo and his editors, they should have at least attempted to utilize Komamura more in this human state, where he took on several Star Knights. In fact, he was going straight for the boss's head. Off the gate. After he beat Bambita. Because she fires her bombs at his sword. And the bombs get he's mid-swing. And apparently there's like a time delay as to where, the way I thought that it was like initial contact. Like the moment her Reishi spheres touch something, that object immediately explodes because that object is turned into a bomb. But apparently it takes a few seconds. So mid-swing, the explosion winds up going right into her face, which is not fun. Not fun at all. But regardless, he was on his way to Yuha. And then we see the Dangaijo, it just goes on its knees and starts to deteriorate. I'm like, oh no. Whoa, wait, pause. What? It's way too early. It's only been 1 fight. 1 fight! 1 fight! 1 fight! Come on. No. I mean, again, it was cool. The guy was Aizen level for a period of 2-3 chapters. And the thing here is that you could probably say that he did lose some time because he had to get to the Serite in the first place, so that could have shaved off some time. I have no idea. But the thing here is that I still would have actually like to see Kubo and his editors utilize this form for a significantly longer time. And now that we know that the end result is kind of similar to what's happened to Uryu and Ichigo like 18 times over, where they lose their freaking powers. Oh, it happens so many times in Bleach. It's like, wow, what a drawback. I'm gonna use this for vengeance, for my friends, and I'm gonna lose all my powers. And we see he turns into a damn doggy, a wolf. He turns into a wolf. I would say a fox, and I would plug in the whole, what does the fox say? But, I did. But either way, the thing about that is that he's a wolf because we see it in the chapter at the beginning. Now that we know that he's a wolf, it's like, well, Komamura, I mean, even though it's the last arc, Komamura now is like, Like, now he's just there. Like, what else can you do with this guy now? Like, you can't do anything with this guy. And from a real-time standpoint, I'm pretty sure that this arc has a few more years to go before the Bleach series ends. So it's like, why would you just throw him away this early? You feel me? Now, granted, Komamura, he's not really like a character that people love. I mean, very rarely would you see people, or would you have people actually say that Komamura is my favorite Bleach character. Oh, that's rare. Oh, that's rare, man. That's like rarer than like back in the day, like a Shining Charizard Pokemon card. Like, that's rare. That's like, whoa, like 1 in a million rare. But the thing here is that if you're gonna make him this immortal, cool-looking, grizzly human, at least sustain the thing, please. All right, I've talked about like 5 minutes. Let's move on. That's number one. Number two is that we actually have this talk, and I think Falcor Pappy, Grandpappy, I think he's talking telepathically, because he's like responding to Komamura's own internal monologue. He's responding to the internal monologue that Komamura is having, and basically it's to talk about revenge, about how, because ironically, the way he's going about, or the way he did things in this few chapters, was something that he scolded Tosen on, Komamura, where don't fight for vengeance, because the end result is something that's never too pleasant when you fight for vengeance. And in the case of Tosen, we saw what happened. All right, we saw. I mean, in my personal opinion, at that point in time when he was first introduced, the coolest black character in Bleach, and then winds up turning into a fucking bug, and then stupid. Either way, we saw what happened, and then we move on. In real time in the manga, Komamura, we see the end result of his vengeance. And the thing here is that the Falcor, his grandfather, is actually saying, well, to begin with, you're an animal. You're a beast. You are based on vengeance. It's natural. And he's actually proud of his grandson taking up the roots of vengeance. Like, and I'm like, you're prouder? Like, really? Okay, alright. Because he's going back to his animalistic, beastly ways. He's going back to the beginning, to the foundation, to the roots. So, I mean, take it as you would. I mean, that did surprise me. It really did, because very rarely would you ever have someone of like a elderly figure commemorating or being proud of their grandson or son because of vengeance. Vengeance. Like, okay, but alright. Hey, man. The wolves, man. That's the way they are. Now, at some point in the future, will Komamura, because now that we know that he can't talk, he's a dog, alright? And because we know that the Falcor, he's actually speaking telepathically, which at first, it seemed like he was speaking through like vocal cords, but no, he's not. And the thing here is that it's a manga, so it's very hard to tell regardless. The thing here is that we may, if this is all over, and if there's like a flash forward, after this is all done with Uryu, with Yuabak, and the Star Knights, if they flash forward into the future, because that's number one, he's going to lose his captain position. There's no way they're gonna have this wolf as a captain. No. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Number two, he's gonna wind up being just like his father in a way, where he may like hide out somewhere in society, in society, and turn into like some big, really big ancient dog, till the time comes when there's a new threat, and he may actually assist the Shinigami at that point in time. But I don't think he's gonna be able to live in. Well, actually, who knows? Who knows? But he's gonna wind up turning out in at least in physical stature to be like his father, his grandfather, like a big ass dog, a big ass wolf. So we move on to the last part of the chapter, and basically Rukia and Renji fall down, and they see Soul Sighting, or they see the Serite. Now, obviously, they left for Ichigo. That's very obvious. When exactly, we don't really know. Now, in my live stream that I did, because I had a live stream of Bleach only live stream, I got a few PMs the following hour following day, and people saying basically it's been 9 days since it's passed. I mean, since the training started. Now, because we do know that Hitsugai and the others, they have different training points. So the whole 9-day thing, nah. I need to see it in manga. I need to see it in manga to actually believe that. But like, you know, like Kubo or, you know, like Ichigo or Rukia saying it's been 9 days since then. They reveal the new faces, something like that. Because we see that, like, her face is, like, half the side of her goggles is, like, glared. At first, I thought that it was, like, a covering, but no, I think it's, like, an actual glare. Because the sun's on that side where she's falling down, so I think it's a glare on her goggles. Like, I don't think she lost the damn eye. Notice, what kind of training are they doing where she would lose her freaking eye? Right? She's not Zoro. So, moving on. The thing here is that they did leave early. And I remembered, because Renji, and here's the thing, Renji was further along in his training than Rukia was. Which I find very surprising, because Ichigo, it makes sense that he's the last one, because Ichigo had to go back home, had to go on a flashback, had to learn about the whole Quincy heritage, you know, that kind of stuff. But when it came to Renji, he was already, like, he had already made the Asauchi submit to him by the time Ichigo left. And the last time we saw Rukia, she was back in Kiriji's hot tub, Miss Peaches and Cream over here. Yeah, I remember that chapter. Dudes were thirsty. Dudes were like... But I'm like, she has nothing. She has nothing. But whatever, we move on. The thing here is that apparently she was able to catch up significantly to like Renji's training. So maybe Renji had like some stall point and she caught her. I don't know. So then this may also mean that Byakuya is ahead of Ichigo. So maybe Byakuya's gonna come in. Like maybe he's like right behind Rukia and Renji. Like maybe like a few hours behind. Because like it is some like weird, like it's like a weak plummet. I don't know. Whatever. So the thing here is that maybe because Ichigo I think is the last one amongst the main party. And then so I think the way it is now is that it's gonna be, you know, Renji and Rukia. We see them we see them as we speak. Then we see Byakuya come in like third. Then Ichigo fourth. Then after that, we're gonna see all the Royal Court Guard squad come in there. Kirinji, Oetsu, Queen of Cereals, blah blah blah. The monk and, you know, Buddha beads, that guy. So I don't know. But either way. Well, no, that's my take. That's my take. But we're not too sure. There we go. That's how you probably say it. So that being said, give me your thoughts on that, because I'm curious. I'm very curious. And also I want to see, does Rukia, I don't really care. I really don't. I think Rukia sucks. But no, I do. I really do. There are a few Bleach character females, with the exception of Yoriichi and Soifan, that I actually like. That's being very honest. And yeah, because Rangiku, Hinamori, enough said. I mean, that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother topic right there. But Renji. Now, here's the thing about Renji that I find fascinating. Renji, it was hinted by Kubo, I think even Kubo confirmed, or he stated, that Renji got a new Bankai, or his Bankai became stronger during the Fullbring arc. He's been through even more training. So that means that has his Bankai changed again, or like, because we've never seen his newer Bankai when it came to the Fullbring arc. Now here's like the latest model, so it's like 3 models up or something like that. And we haven't really, I mean, that's my assumption. My assumption is that his Bankai has gotten significantly better over the course of, because he even gained, listen, he gained a new Asauchi, for Christ's sakes. So of course, he should have a new Bankai. At least that's the way I think it should be. Now, it may be called the same thing, but fundamentally speaking, it's different. So how that works out, I'm not too sure. In fact, the same thing should apply for Byakuya and Rukia. They may be the same from a power standpoint, from a name standpoint, but their foundations are different. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see. But overall, the chapter, I did like it. The ending was good. And then the Komamura part could have been a lot better. But I overall did like it. So I'll give it a rating of OK+. I think that's fair. That's fair. So I'm done, King Lightning. Be sure to, of course, rate, comment, and subscribe. As always, I need some vitamin C. I'm dying over here. Peace. Have a nice day.